What's going on, Mason? What's going on, George Mason University? What's up, George Mason University? What's going on, George Mason University? We're back. Super Bowl!
I'm Perry Buckley.
Lindsay Hokinson.
And I'm DeMonte Shaw.
I can't do it.
What's going on, George Mason University? Welcome inside the Pressbox. We're trying to do a stare down, and it worked out, as you can see. We just go for 5 seconds. We barely made it to 2. But I'm Vader Bernard.
DeMonte Shaw.
I'm Matt Newman. That's me.
Yeah, you go
Okay.
ahead.
I'm Timi Mulgrew.
And of course, Timi from the soccer team. And well, first of all, we're just going to get started. Well, first of all, thank you for joining us here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem, man. We want to say congrats on a wonderful season. A10 champions. Y'all did y'all thing this year.
Yeah,
made a run in the NCAA tournament.
We did.
So just walk us through about how the experience was.
I mean, it was a good experience. You know, it was one of those memories. You know, you think about in like 10 years back. That was good. That was a good year. It was a good year. You know, I think the biggest thing was we just kind of came together at the right time. Honestly, like you know, teams, you know, who gets hot at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, in the beginning of the season, it was like the thing about this season when I knew this team was something special was like even when things were still being worked out, like we weren't losing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, only two losses we had like the whole season really were to like top 10 teams.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, well, we can be up there, you know?
Right.
And they were both, well, one of them was close. Other one was not. But we won't talk about that. We won't talk about that.
Right,
Yeah.
we're going to mention that on here. So I guess, so what was it like from the time you guys, you know, just take us through that moment when you guys won the A10 championship. I mean, from here, we were ecstatic. We were hyped, so I know
So
you guys
hyped.
must have just
See,
been like
Tyler.
on a whole nother level.
I mean, see that right there though. That gets us hyped. I mean, knowing that people were watching and supporting, I think that was a big thing. We didn't really realize the impact. You know, we didn't realize how that people. You know, in the times past, it's been like rocky and stuff. And this year, people were like tweeting at us and hitting us up on Instagram and all these things on Facebook. And and we just felt like the school was proud of us. And obviously, we were real proud of ourselves. I mean, I was proud of every single player on the team that, worked so hard from day one, when we set goals and said, we want to do this and that and this. And then we did it. And that was, like, in itself, like, it was just crazy day. We, everything, the weather was bad up there, so they had to switch the field and all that stuff. And we were like, everyone was getting really antsy about it. But right as he blew the whistle and it was over, it was just kind of like, oh, my gosh, we did it. Like, This is crazy. So we were just so jubilant.
Jubilant.
Oh, okay.
Word of the day, jubilant.
Jubilant.
Yeah, we were jubilant as well.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was. I mean, we got
It was a
hyped,
jubilant
man.
day.
It was very jubilant.
Every single win in the A10 tournament was jubilant.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well said.
I mean, I thought it was funny that we moved to the A10 and we end up playing a bunch of CAA rivals. I mean,
Yeah.
VCU, William & Mary, like all the way on the road. Like, what was that like for y'all?
I think I was happy about it because it was like when we were sitting in Brian's, shout out to Brian's, but we're sitting in Brian's to watch the selection for the NCAA tournament, and we're sitting there and we're like watching, and it was like VCU gets chosen, and we thought we were gonna maybe get home field, and they got Navy, and we're like, we thought that might be us. We're like, all right, we're good. And then we drew William & Mary, and I was just like, yes, I know this team. I have friends on this team. And you walk in, and it's like they're ranked, up to 9th in the nation at that point. And so coming into it, they're like all this mental side of soccer, which is crazy with any sport really. But it was like for us, I knew the team. I played that team. So in my mind, it wasn't like they're 9th or they're like really good. In my mind, it was like, we can beat this team.
Yeah.
We've done it. We beat them last year.
Yeah.
So in my head, it was like getting everyone like, hey, don't look at it like, oh my gosh, it's NCAA or anything. And the team just came in. I mean, credit to every player on the team once again, like mentality-wise, training-wise, everything-wise. Everyone was just ready to go. And I mean, we got it done. So I was really happy about that. And also I was happy about getting VCU because they got us good 2 years ago, and I was ready to get that payback. It came at a good time. So
yeah, I think y'all got it. That's a good game.
He got it himself. He scored the game-winning header. So
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Hey!
Shout out to Timi.
Another jubilant experience.
I don't know. Being crushed under that dog pile looked pretty rough.
Nah, it was good at the time. And then afterwards, I was kind of like, oh.
Not as young as I once was.
Trainer.
Yeah, I mean, so like, you coming back next year?
I'm coming back. I got one more year left. Excited about that. Another year and kind of set a new standard, hopefully, for Mason and try and keep it going, keep it rolling. So
yeah,
it's good. It's real good.
Yeah, pretty high bar.
Yeah, y'all were undefeated at home. I think it's like 6 wins, 3 draws. Like, I will definitely come out if we're going to keep seeing everyone winning.
Well, we'd hope that everyone would start coming out. Kind of like this season was kind of like, hey, y'all supported us, and we would love to have you all there. So hopefully get the stands completely filled, because that was a big factor. Honestly, playing away for as long as we did. I don't think I went to class for like a month straight. It was great. Loved it. But traveling so much, but like they were brutal. Some fans were brutal, and it's like, I know people at Mason would love to do that, just come out and support and make some noise for us, because it changes things,
It makes a difference.
You come out there and you're hearing people screaming and yelling, and I mean, half the time we played places, they knew my name, knew my mom's name, knew my friends' names. I was like, shoot, here's your homework. So,
dang.
Well, you heard it here first. Timmy wants you to go out to the games. Don't disappoint. Come on, you better come out.
Don't play.
We need to form our own heckle squad.
No, seriously, that's what I was saying. I was like, after they told me at one point, like, it was like, I think we were playing at Duquesne, and the fans, they were just ruthless. I thought it was funny. I think it's funny. Some players, it gets them. Like, oh man, I just want to like hurt them or like get the ball in there at any point. And me, I'll laugh. I'll give them a thumbs up if they got a good one. I think the best one I heard, one point they started singing, and Timmy's mom's got it going on. That was funny. My mom's got it going on. She's right. Right. And another point, I think, because when I play, like, my hair gets like lower because of the like sweat and running around. And they're like, you need Rogaine. I was like, that's a good one. Like, oh, y'all are creative. Y'all are creative.
You can't get mad at that.
I was like, shoot, I'm not gonna. That was a good one. Thumbs up, and then like you get a goal on somebody, and you're just like, well, gotta be quiet now. So, but no, it's good. It's all fun. It's all fun. So please come out.
Definitely.
Please support us.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I mean, so moving forward, I know it's kind of a jump, but after school, what are your plans looking like? Major and career goals?
Well, major-wise, I'm a communications major. Looking to go into media, some maybe broadcasting or something like that. So it's cool meeting y'all, because this is what you're doing is so awesome. This is new to me. This is your field, but maybe at some point, I'll make it my field.
Hey,
but,
you did so well. You might take my spot.
Really?
Sure. I'm gonna be here next semester. Timmy might take over for me.
Yeah. Oh, so you got it.
But no, I love talking. I love meeting people and just having everybody's got a story. That's the way I've been raised and stuff. It's just everyone's got a story. You never know where someone's coming from. So it's always neat to see where people have been.
Right.
So that's something I'm passionate about. As I've said before, like I've done multiple mission trips, through my church and stuff, and seeing things, and it's like, there's so much to do out there, and so much that people say like one person can't make a difference, but like if nobody like tries to be the best they can be and to help others around them, then in the end it's like that topples over, everyone domino effect.
Yeah.
And the things I've seen and stuff, I would love to get back into missions work and go back down to Brazil and Nicaragua and places like that where I've been and seen how bad it can be, but yet how joyful they are and what little they have. And so that's what I'm passionate about. Some of the Lord's pressed on my heart, so I'm very, very, I want to be more active in that. Also, through soccer, that's another blessing the Lord's given me, and I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it, and that talent is, it's not like people say you work so hard and I work for it, which I do. I put in as much as I can, every day. Obviously, any athlete would, but also I recognize where it comes from, and I want to be a good steward of that. And as long as He's opening doors for me, I'd like to walk through them. So, and there's good connections here. Coach Andrulis has been so helpful. I mean, he's a great coach. I mean, his his coaching style has been in question sometimes because it's like you don't really hear much, but you want like a certain thing. But the way he coaches, which is so cool, is that he allows you to figure it out yourself. And in the end, it's like, when do you learn? Yeah. When do you really learn? When you get it, you're like, oh, that's how you do it, you know? And that style has taught me a lot. Because it's like, Coach, what am I doing wrong? And he's like, what do you think you're doing wrong? I'm like, I asked you. But then after that was my freshman year, now I was a junior, he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, and I start to think. Now it gets my brain working, not just like, oh, score a goal. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in that sense, he's been a great help, and he has connections and things. And my coaches beforehand both played here, both are in the Hall of Fame here, and one played for Manchester United growing up, and he's just a fabulous coach. I've known him for 5-6 years now, and just kind of working through the different connections that has been made available, and hopefully try and go further, go to the next step and see what that level's like, Lord willing, obviously if the doors are open, then I'm going to just pursue it with everything I got, because that's what I'm passionate about, that's what I love. I love the game, and I'd love to make a career out of it. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're pulling for you.
Thank you. I appreciate
big plans, both on and off the field.
I know you have no problem with that, man. That was well said.
Yeah.
I'm inspired.
Good.
Define my passion, man. Gosh.
Do it.
Take us through like a typical day
of
what practice day or classes schedule. Take us through a typical day.
All right, I'll take you through 2 typical days. A typical day, like out of season. And then a typical day in season like this year, because they were different.
Be my next
They
question.
were really different. They were really different. I'm getting used to this whole thing.
Yes.
No, I'm comfortable. Okay. Typical day in season. Well, we come in like August, and then before school starts, it's just we live here, and it's just like 2 practices a day. All you're doing is doing soccer. School starts. For me, the typical day this year. I try to get all my classes on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then have all Fridays because we travel a lot. We have Friday, Sunday games, so I never like having class on a game day, just so I can mentally prepare. And then, so like Mondays this year, I only had like a couple classes. Tuesdays, a couple classes, and it looked like maybe class in the morning. You go to practice. Practice like 10 to 2 kind of time frame. Where I show up at 10, you get ready and stuff, whatever, you go to trainers, you go looked at, whatever, and then it starts at 11. This year, we go down the field, either that or beforehand we like do a little bit of training like in the weight room, nothing heavy, like nothing serious, but like just something for your legs or your core really, because if that's messed up, like that's where most of your strength comes from as a soccer player. Afterwards, go down the field, practice for a good hour and a half, work on what you want to do, whatever the coaches feel is needed. So like if we're playing, like when we played UMBC, our second really big game. At that point, they were ranked very, very high, and they continued to rank up, and that was a big game for us. And so coach was like, all right, from our scouting report, here's how they play, here's what they look like. So in our practice, we would replicate it, and so to get us mentally, physically, just kind of see it, because there's one thing to say, okay, here's what they're gonna do, X, we walk around, but it's another thing to just like see it, okay, so this is what it looks like, so I need to go here, I need to drop here. So that helped a lot. And after practice, shower up, head to class. I had a class at 3, trying to stay awake. Learn some things. Try to. It is a struggle. You don't understand. So go to class. After class, a lot of us will try. We go to study hall or something. Luckily, I didn't have to do mandatory study hours this week. So I would go back to my room, chill, get some food, hang out. A lot of times because Champions League is back up and going, so I'd go to like the Rat. And just sit there with like a couple boys and just like a couple hours. Yeah. So that was always fun. And then obviously we're traveling. So in season it's like the last 3 weeks it was like, oh my gosh, I love traveling. But there were times I think it was a 3-week period where I was on campus 3 days, and it was like went to Philly, bus to Philly, played a game, left, bus to upstate New York, came back for a day. And then flew out to Dayton, Ohio for the conference tournament. Got back, had saw who we were playing in the NCAAs, and then like a day later, bus to William & Mary, and then played William & Mary. Came back, won the game. We're here Friday, flew out Saturday. In New Mexico, Sunday, flew back Monday. Didn't get back till Monday at 10. So I was like, and then I was at the point you're just like, oh God. But it was good though. You know, that's the life. You know, as long as we're traveling and going places, that means we're playing. So everyone's hyped about that. So when I'm not, you know, traveling, I'm kind of like, dang, we're not playing. So, but that's like a typical day in season. Out of season's a lot different. Like in the spring, we'll practice still like Monday through Friday, but lighter, and then still the same time frame. But it's like a lot more time. I have weekends off to just relax and chill, and then more time to do school. So we'll probably have more of a load of school. Like in season, like this season, I only took I was supposed to take 15 credits, but then there was an issue where one of the classes ended up being dropped. So I only took 12, but it helped so much because I was gone so much. So, I mean, it worked out well. So it differs, but it's in season is just a lot more things going on, and it's pretty hectic. But I mean, that's what we signed up for. So
Now in the off season, do you dabble in any other sports?
Oh, okay. Well, you know, I love all sports. I grew up actually, funny story. I grew up in a gospel church, and everybody played football, and I was little, real little. And we had all these Redskins that went there, so I knew all these Hall of Fame Redskins like Darryl Green, Arm Monk, Charles Mann, all these guys. And now, you know, told me, "Oh man, you got good hands, man." And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm small as anything, so I'm gonna get hurt." So I never played, but I love playing football. I love it. Anytime I pick up ball, I'll play. Basketball, love playing basketball. Almost, a couple boys. I have a guy down at UAB basketball. I think they just upset. I can't remember.
They beat up.
UNC.
UNC, yeah.
Yeah, I got a buddy down there. He's a quality player. I've known him. And then I love playing basketball. I love sports in general. So anything you got. My parents used to say growing up, I was playing hoops in my crib at like less than 1. So anything with a ball, I just do it. So love ping pong. Ping pong.
Okay.
I like some ping pong, you know. It's like I keep it on the low, then I'm, you know, so people play me, and then I'm like, no. So, but
Like
hustling people with ping pong.
I can't say I haven't done that to a friends back home, but you know, now it's like, you know. But no, actually, some good players on our team too. I got my butt whipped by one of the seniors, Alex Herrera. I didn't know he was good, so I came in. He came in. I swear he's an undercover ping pong player. He wouldn't even know. He walks in and he's just like, and you're just like, dude, seriously? That's a 3, that's a 5, that's 11. But so like games like that. Honestly, I love FIFA. I don't have an Xbox, but if someone says FIFA, I'll be there. I'm not that good. There's other players on my team that are better, but I love it. I'm that guy that gets so mad because it's like I play the game, so when they don't do what I tell them to do, I get so mad.
It's like I can do that.
I swear, like, dude, Pepe, Mark, are you kidding me? So my friends know that. So whenever I come home, like one of my best friends, he's in Costa Rica, and he comes back, and we just like. Shout out to Jose, by the way. Jeez, you clown. And he'll come in, and they know I hate Ibrahimovic. I love him. You have to love this man, but I hate him just because they'll only score with him on me because they know it pisses me off. So I'll play them, and I'm not that good defensively, so they'll score like 4 goals with just Ibra. Only Ibra. They'll have other people open. He'll beat everybody with Ibra and then score. And I get so angry.
You hate that?
I have to leave. I'm like, okay, put the game down. And I just sit there like, okay, let's play.
I know your pain. That happens to me with Ronaldo.
Oh my
gosh. Like 4 or 5 goals.
It's just like
it's frustrating.
It's hard not to hate that man now, right?
Yeah.
It's hard not to hate him, but it's like you have to love him because he's just I'm Ibra. But you know he's oh my gosh. So yeah, FIFA is a good one. And then I switches after about like an hour to Call of Duty because then I got to shoot something. It's like I hate you. Let me shoot somebody. But
oh man,
I just swear I'm like let me get it out. I've tried. Well, you know.
We won't discuss that.
Calling out for the KD.
I'm sure it's better than mine.
Yeah, but KD, you know I'm good when I'm like, what's the KD again? What's that? Oh, okay. No, but no, it's fun. I like games like that. FIFA's a big one though, because everybody loves FIFA. Can't not like FIFA.
Exactly.
But trying to think what else. Basketball. I love basketball. Always thought I could dunk at one point. You never see those like fake jumping programs? I've tried. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work out.
Got those moon bounce shoes.
Didn't gain any inches. Did squats for like 10 days straight. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
In the same boat. Been working on it for years.
Yeah, it's like that one day.
One
day, man. And I'll play on the 8-foot hoop just so I can do it. It's like, hey, let's play on the small hoop today. And they're like, why? I'm like, I want to On the dawn.
Fisher Price?
Gryffindor.
Fisher Price.
Where'd you
Yeah,
go?
that definitely. I break them and I feel real cool.
He's Shaq over here.
Get some.
No. Shoot.
So do you have any superstitions before game day, or
Superstitions?
do you have any-
I've been asked this before. Shoot. See, we had a kid on my team last year. He plays professionally in Sweden now. Taylor Morgan. He's a good friend from London, and he came on camera once and said, it was the funniest thing. He's like, "Do you have any what is it? You have any like superstitious stuff you do before a game?" He's like, "Oh well, mate, I walk around, a little bit. Just get a nice walk outside." I said, "Taylor, you walk from your dorm to the field. Like, you can't believe you said that." I laughed so hard. You have to walk to the field. That was his walk, and he didn't tell anyone. I was like, "Dude, you so stupid. I swear. You freaking walking to the field." Like, he's like, "Yeah, I take a nice little walk and clear my head." I'm like, "No, you don't. No, you don't."
Oh, man.
But for me, I love listening to music. Music's like my mom used to be in a choir. She used to like sing. She's so like I didn't get any of that, but I love music. I love music. So I always have iPod in, listening to music. The guys in the team always got stuff going on in the locker room anyway. But I got my own stuff to listen to. I always get hooked in on like one or two songs that I'll just keep on repeat just to keep me in the right frame of mind as I'm like whatever trying to mentally prepare and stuff. So that's always good. It's always good. Something to just kind of, because this sport is so much more like the mental game than you think.
Absolutely.
Like our coach is always pounding us like 80% of games are won or lost before the game. Like you're thinking about like, wow, really? You think? I always thought that was like one of those BS ones. Like,
Oh,
Just
okay,
random
yeah.
stats.
80%.
All right.
Oh, yeah, 80%, right? 'Cause that's what Messi did. That's all he did. He's like,
I'm a win.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But no, it really is. So, especially in like the conference tournament, I had like two good songs that I had on my iPod, and I knew that it got me in the right, like kind of like right frame of mind to just kind of, okay, let's do this. Like this is, I want to be here. I want to score. I have the ability. The Lord's giving me the ability. He's giving me the talent. Now let's just go out there and do it. Let's go, do this. And then, and honestly, that I think that's the biggest one for me. I mean, other things is like I have really bad allergies. If you find out, which is funny. So like my pregame meal is like nothing. Everyone else is like eating and stuff, and the coaches are always making fun of me now because they know about it. And it's so bad, like I can't eat anything. So they're like, "Timmy, can you eat this?" And it's like a candy bar or something. Like, "Yes, coach, I can have that." And they're like, "Can you eat this? Can you eat it?" And it gets to the point where it's like gum. Like, "Can you eat that?" I'm like, "Coach, I'm just chewing on it. I'm not even gonna eat it." Always making fun of me. But
awesome.
so I'd normally just have like granola or something to just chill. But yeah, other than that, like I'm trying to think. Like everyone has something cool. I got nothing. Listen to music. Everyone does that.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, whatever works for you.
It works for me. So
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
So honestly, I like to get quiet though. That's the biggest thing. Some people like get real rowdy and stuff. And at the time, we get rowdy. But like, I don't know, beforehand it's kind of like, I don't like to do anything really. I just sit in my room. I'll watch a lot of videos of like players that I like and watch what they do and try to replicate it, So I'll like watch biggest fan of Ronaldinho. I've seen him play live once and I didn't even realize I was watching him live. I was too young. And what he does is just like shoot.
Yeah,
so I watch like videos like that. I watch like beforehand like Ronaldinho, and I watch like winger players like Ryan Giggs, or he's one of my favorite players of all time. Like Cantona, like till Ibra to I hate him. All these players like that, and then for some reason I don't know why, but like when you really focus in on that and you watch somebody who's doing your position to the best of their ability, that's just so like world class. For some reason, for me, I'm such a visual learner. When I watch it, like I feel like it gets to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go try and replicate that. And a lot of times, like I'll go out there, and be like, okay, like this is their posture when they're receiving it, and it's like it's not just like watching, oh, he's scoring all these goals, but I've started to pick up like, okay, how his posture is looking at when he's coming to goal, or when he's making a run in the box, how is he making it, when's he making it, and you start asking yourself these questions, and then you start to try and apply it. It's like, so that's what I would try to do. I would just try to apply what I was seeing And that's the biggest thing. I'll do that and listen to music, and that's it. And then just go out there and give it my best, give them all.
All right.
So.
That's good.
Awesome. So let's talk about the team real quick.
Okay, yeah.
Who's the jokesters on the team? Or
We have the jokesters on the team. Honestly, Julio is one of the funniest people he's so funny. This man could get us. We could all be like real serious, and this man could come in and have everybody like dying. Him and let's see, Ryan Harmouche is funny. He's my boy. He's funny, but there's a lot of times where he's not trying to be funny, but he's just like, oh my god, he's funny. He's gonna hurt me now. Hugh,
We'll take this part out.
edit, whatever that one. Hugh's really funny. He's hilarious. He comes in and dances around and stuff. He gets rowdy, and that just makes me laugh. I think it's hilarious. Those are the. I honestly, Julio is just Lolo. Lolo's funny. Oh my gosh, man, Lolo is. He's a funny guy. He's always had me laughing since I got here and stuff. And whenever they're joking around and stuff, it just keeps a good environment for the team. You know, like everybody starts to like laugh and joke around a bit. You know, honestly, everyone on the team's got a good sense of humor. But those guys are just. They're always cracking up, always laughing, always having jokes and stuff. Like I think on the way back from one of the bus rides, I think it was William and Mary, we had beat them, and we're sitting in the back of the bus, and or it might have been, it was in the back of the bus after that. They're just in the back, like doing like like a what do you call it, like a diss off in the back seat, and everyone's just hyping everything they say, and we were just dying, seriously, it was like BET right in the back, and we were dying. I was laughing so hard. There were so many funny ones going at like all the little things. It was hilarious. It was like Lolo versus Ryan, and it was just a funny thing. The whole bus in the back, cracking up.
Must be a common thing because we had something like that after a conference.
Really?
Yeah, we had won it, and we're just in the back like, let's just start dissing.
Yeah, it was so funny. But because each other so well, so you know exactly everything that you know, like anything, all the little things to get at people to say stuff. It's so funny. So those are the jokesters though for sure. They're always cracking jokes all the time.
Dropping those control verses.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Lolo was killing it.
Yeah, Lolo actually, him and I actually went to the same high school.
Really?
Yeah, he actually graduated. I think it was a year before him.
Okay.
Yeah, he went to the same high school. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
He's a funny guy. He's hilarious, and you never know he was French. It's just like hilarious. That makes me laugh.
Yeah.
This dude's like talking and like getting in your face and stuff, and then it's like mama calling somebody. He's like, "What? What's what?" And you're like, "What?"
It's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So how did you real quick? How did you choose, or what led you to choose Mason? To decide to come here to play and.
Honestly, as I mentioned before, the coaches that I had before, Mark Ryan and Eddie Beach, honestly, give them so much credit for where I'm at. Honestly, I mean, they're two of the biggest influences in my life before Mason. Just allowing me to grow and teaching me and sticking with me and like all the extra things they did. I mean, I could never be, I could never show my gratitude to them. But they both came here, and they both came here. All the coaches actually I grew up with, they all came here. It's funny. So I was wondering why they all said to go to Mason. Every single one of them. It's crazy. But they all did, and they all were, I mean, so good. And so the things I learned and stuff, I was like, kind of wanted to continue that like legacy that they left behind, and kind of just try and at some point, try and, I wanted to make them proud and show, all right, thank you for what you did for me. Right. So that was probably one of the biggest reasons. And Jono, I forgot Jono, my bad, Jono. But John O'Hara, the assistant coach, he coached me. He's known me for from before this. He knows Jono, he knows Mark and Eddie. So those three just couldn't thank them enough. But to get me here and allow me to just thrive here. So so much thanks to them. But
definitely. I mean, you're doing awesome so far.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
So you have any favorite sports teams? Or
sport teams? Okay, it's sad right now because Man United is not doing well, but I love them. Shout out to Man United. Say all these Arsenal fans think they can talk now. I hate it. It's like, yo, holler at me when you've won anything for like 2 years straight or anything like that. But they're like, oh, we're winning. It's like, shoot, but I'm a Man U fan. My coach, as I said, he played for them growing up.
Right.
So it's like hard not to. So once I found out about teams, he was like, yo, watch this team. And then since then it was just like, Man United, man. And I went to the stadium. He took us there like 6 years ago. Wow. And I mean, I got pictures and it's just the prettiest place you'd ever see. So I'm a huge Man U fan. It's just I stopped being a Redskins fan when Darryl Green retired,
smart move.
And when Darryl Green retired, and when Darryl Green retired and stuff, and I was watching, and this man was on like camera, and it was like someone asked him about this game, and he said, "Man, I'd be happy if we beat the Herndon Hornets right now." I was like, "You said it, Darryl. I'm out. I'm out.
Oh,
great watching you."
But
no
trouble.
No disrespect to the Redskins fans in the
Best
room.
decision you could have ever made.
But
probably.
you know, I always ask people, be like, "Oh, how are they doing?" And I have to be really like sentimental because it's never really good news.
Yeah, it's not.
Even when they're doing good, they're doing bad.
But no, actually, a funny story. I used to be growing up. I was a huge Rams fan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when soccer came in, I just kind of like I got so into it and stuff. But I keep in touch. They haven't done really well after, you know, Torrey
Holden,
Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Marshall Falk.
Yeah.
I mean, they were. Yeah. And so that growing up, they were my big football team. But now I just like I follow Man United. What else? Jeez, basketball. Like I just enjoy watching it. I'm not gonna say I'm some team and stuff, but huge Man United fan. That's my squad.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, you know, Man U's always doing their thing, so you know they would let the
it's just always doing for like 20-some years. Arsenal fans, 20-some years, 20-some years. So we'll let other people have their turn.
Yeah, let them get their glory right now. You know, it won't last long.
It won't.
Just something to go out on. They made the World Cup selections, and
oh my gosh,
we are with Portugal, Ghana.
If Ghana beats us again. If they beat us again, I tweeted this. I said, if Ghana beats us again, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I swear.
I thought it was really funny to watch them play because they're just so animated. Like, I probably really enjoy watching Ghana
I'm so
play.
nervous because Ronaldo's in such good form right now, and we have to play him. And I'm just tough, like, I watched him play DC United, and he scored like whenever he wanted. Yeah. And it was like, okay, this is gonna be rough. Yeah. But I'm a USA. We're gonna I think we could do well. If we get out that group, then we have a serious chance. I think the same way with us, when you win a big game, that belief starts to happen. And for them, for sure, if they can get a win against somebody, and that start rolling, exactly. If they start rolling, we're gonna look good in Brazil. But, whew, man.
I was just watching the interviews. They were interviewing Jurgen Klinsmann or Jurgen Klinsmann, whatever.
The German dude.
Yeah. Klinsmann. And here they're like, Blooper Reel, however you say his name. They were like, do you think you're an underdog? And he was like, no, we're not underdogs. America's never an underdog.
See, he was speaking for Germany there. He forgot he was the American player.
And then they asked one of the American players, and they're like, "Ooh, it's gonna be tough."
Like all the analysts are like,
I think he forgot. I think he forgot he was like the United States.
Right?
Like, oh shoot,
wrong one.
Wrong one. Oh shoot, hold on. Trying. Oops.
I know a little soccer. It sounds like we're screwed.
Yeah. You could tell right before the interview, this man was like getting the sweat off him. Shoot.
Oh my gosh.
This is so funny.
We are true underdogs.
Literally, we are underdogs.
Right.
But I think it'd be good. I think that's a good position for us to be in because we scrap out, we fight hard, and that's what we're known for. Yeah. And if we can throw in a little bit of soccer in there, I think we have a good shot. But
definitely,
it'll be.
It'll be tough. I mean, we're gonna earn it if we get out.
Yeah.
Sure, so.
Make a name in the world.
I was literally before I came here, like I was sitting in Chick-fil-A, just like.
Yeah. Eating one of those milkshakes in the feelings away.
Nah, I couldn't even do it. I just sat there looking at the thing like, I'm going to order all of them.
Devastating.
I swear.
Definitely can't wait till the World Cup next year.
Oh, I'm so excited. And it's in Brazil, and I love Brazil.
Yeah.
I wish I could go. I'm actually trying to call people, be like, hey, remember that house that you had?
Make some connections, get some stuff.
Right.
But you got some extra room down there. I mean, we'll travel down there.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, grab the cameras. Let's go.
Cool. Pressbox on the road in Brazil.
On the road in Brazil. For sure.
Well, Timi, we thank you for joining us again,
Thank you
man.
for
We
having me.
appreciate it,
Appreciate
man. I mean,
Thank you so much.
we have to have you back. You're a natural on
Thank
this.
you.
Yeah,
I would love to
regular.
come back. Yeah.
Definitely.
Hit me up. Yeah.
Sign a contract.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I would be cool with it. I'd be cool with it.
You know, once we get off camera, we're gonna have signed him the contract. He's gonna be with us first episode of next semester.
10 years,
Definitely.
220 million.
I like that. I like the sound of
Robinson
that.
Cano.
What else? What else?
We got some incentives there. We'll talk. We'll discuss those off camera. Bugatti and all that.
How we talking?
we don't
And now we're gonna present you with your own Xbox One, along with FIFA 16. It hasn't come out
Can
yet.
you just delete Ibra from the game? I would take that.
Oh man.
Well, GMU, thank you for joining us this semester. We hope you had fun as always. We like laughing and just joking around, do what we do. And we're gonna come back next semester bigger and better than ever. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. We got more things coming for you. As always, I'm Veda Bernard.
DeMonte Shaw.
I'm Matt Newman.
I'm Timmy.
And as always, George Mason University. Press on.
I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, the endorsement.